Hi, this is Frank Schaefer, and you just got a view of the back of my old GMC van that I've had for 15 odd years. My rolling lumber mill for all the home maintenance I do. I've been in the same house for 41 years and done everything in it myself, rebuilding and so forth and so on, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. You know, Pete Buttigieg got mocked on right-wing media by Fox and other people for wanting to stay home with his children, and it made me think of the book I'm publishing that's coming out. I'm not publishing it, HCI Presses, but it comes out November 2nd. Fall in love, have children, stay put, save the planet, be happy. That book calls for the rights of all parents, gay, straight, non-binary, whomever, to stay home with their children as much as they want and be supported in doing so. And more than supported financially, that this becomes a cool thing to do. You know, I pity men who haven't experienced what I've been doing, for instance, for the last 12 years, doing full-time childcare for my 3 youngest grandchildren. These are the kids of my son John, who was a Marine who fought in Afghanistan, and instead of coming back in a coffin, he came back, got married, got a house in my neighborhood, and had these 3 beautiful children. Lucy, who I've told some of you about over the years, who's now 13, believe it or not, 2 inches taller than me. That's not saying much, but she's a big girl. Her brother Jack, who's 11, and Nora, who I'm picking up in 2 minutes in this school here. And, you know, the fact that a man is mocked for wanting to stay home with his child is really despicable. It goes to show that the right wing is into really fake family values. They talk about the sanctity of life, they talk about children and family and values, and yet when it comes to a man wanting to stay home with a child and care for that child, or when it comes to taking care of women and giving them real choices, or supporting moms who get pregnant in high school or college and helping them finish their education, it's always private individuals that have to reach up and help them. Not only does our government do nothing, but we mock them, and folks who call themselves conservatives mock them. I mean, what is all this about? So I hope you buy my book, Fall in Love, Have Children, Stay Put, Save the Planet, Be Happy, and I hope you realize that it's not just for people who have kids or even want kids. It calls on all of us to be caregivers, and all of us to understand that love is a thing. It's a real thing. It happens in your brain with chemicals, and it happens in your brain in ways that are as real as the sensation of pain or anything else. When this book comes out, I want you to help me make it a movement. And I know you can. You can order this book. You can pre-order now, November 2nd. It comes out, it'll come to you. You can drive those numbers. You know, when I look at President Joe Biden right now, I am so pleased with the initiatives he's made to help kids. I'm so sad that some of them are being compromised by people who call themselves moderates. Again, this is fake moderation. There's nothing extreme about wanting to help moms with kids and fathers and brothers and sisters and siblings and people stay together with child care and tax credits and these other things. Anybody remotely with any common sense will realize that Joe Biden is a great president and he's doing well for us. And shame on the people who have not pushed through his agenda. Shame on those, for instance, who think that he somehow bungled getting us out of Afghanistan. My son fought there. I'm glad we're out, okay? So when you look at the problems that President Biden is facing from the fake family values crowd, and you realize that when somebody stands up like Buttigieg and actually does what the fake family values crowd calls us all to do, which is to value life and value children and care for them, it really goes to show we need a change. And that change is going to be helped along, if I may be so bold to say, by my new book. If you will help make that a thing and make that a project, we can actually change something in America. Look, I helped start a movement 40 odd years ago that went on to lead to some pretty awful things in this country, the merging of the religious right and the Republican Party. Will you help me start another movement that actually upholds family values? Will you please order my book? Thank you. My name is Frank Schaefer.